are still in Richmond at the first ever CFC. I am here with the voice of the event, Jeff Houston from San Antonio, Texas. How are you doing today?
Are you kidding, Stackkz? Come on, this place is stacked, you're stacked, we're all stacked here tonight for the debut of Conquer Fighting Championships.
I know we are all so very excited. Everything's coming along very good. So I have to know, how did you get into being the voice of MMA fights?
Well, I have been for 13 years. I've been going all over the world being the voices of not only boxing but also MMA. I got in touch with Conquer Fighting Championships. They contacted me and they said they wanted a premier voice for Conquer, so here I am.
You definitely have a premier voice. I have to agree with that. So yesterday while we were here setting up a little bit, you came up with a very, very catchy phrase for the Conquer Fighting.
Absolutely.
Can you please let everybody know what that is?
Well, when it comes to Conquer Fighting Championships, it's simple. In there, we don't fight, we conquer.
That was so clever. How do you come up with stuff like that?
Honestly, I have to believe that some South Korean kid has hardwired himself into my head and is feeding me this, so I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
No way. What do you mean South Korean kid?
Hey, I'm just thinking they're pretty technologically advanced, so that was my first thought.
Okay, so out of all the fights that are going to be happening today, which one would you say you're most excited for?
Well, you know something? There's so many to pick from because we got 13 fights tonight. We've got Amis, we got 5 amateurs, and then we've got 8 pro fights. So for a debut event, that is just, it's a stacked event. Not to take a page out of your book, but I'm going to tell you what, the main event I think is really going to be good because we've got we've got a solid fighter who is, I'm sorry, I feel so bad that I don't have the names off the top of my head, but I've been wearing so many hats here today. But our main event is probably going to be the best because we have got a pure striker and we have got a world-class wrestler. And I think when you put that in the cage, especially the CFC cage, I think fireworks are going to happen tonight in the main event.
Yes, it's definitely going to be an amazing event that we've all been anticipating for a really long time. I just want to thank you for being here and being with us on our first show. So that's really exciting. You're definitely a great attribute to this whole event. I really, really appreciate it. I just have one more question. What made you decide to wear a metal bow tie?
This has been my signature, actually, for the past 2 years. I found this metal tie, and I said, how cool would that be if I took it to a plating company and had it chromed? That was a pretty interesting request when I actually took in a bow tie to get chromed at a plating company, but they did it.
He doesn't chrome out his rims, he chromes out his bow ties. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.